Okay, these are the 11.5 notes. They're pretty quick. During the exploration before 11.4, we went through kind of a proof and discovery of where the area of a circle came from. So the area is pi r squared. And in class today, we also watched a couple YouTube videos and talked about where the formula for circumference came from as well. If you're interested in that, just Google on YouTube, where did the formula for area of a circle come from, or where did the circumference formula come from? All right, now to be exact, we are going to be leaving pi in our answers for circumference and area. We are not going to use the approximation of pi of 3.14 or 22/7. Those are approximations. We're trying to be as exact as possible, so you're just going to leave pi in there. For the area, you're going to square the radius, then multiply it by pi. For the circumference, you're going to double the radius and then multiply it by pi, or just use the diameter. So I'll ask you to push pause. For most of this, I'm going to have you just push pause and then come back and check your answers. So R is radius, D is diameter, C is circumference, and A is area of a circle, given these. So please push pause and try these. All right. I have the answers coming up here. Okay. To get the diameter, you just double the radius. The circumference is simply the diameter times pi, and the area is the radius over here squared times pi. It is important you remember pi. Now that we're leaving it in there, I tend to have people, when they take their quiz or test, not put pi there, and they think it's not a big deal. Whatever, Mrs. Renfrey, it was 30 pi, and I said it was 30. That is a vast difference. Remember, pi does represent a constant, an actual number. So when you're saying 30 is the same as 30 pi, well, if we use an approximation of pi, 30 pi is actually around 93. Roughly. There's a big difference between 30 and 93. So make sure you have the pi when you are using circumference or area. Okay, we have some more examples here for you to work through, a little different with the square roots. So please push pause and work through these on your own. Okay. Again, the answers are here. The notation here of usually putting the pi before the square root is because when you put the pi after the square root, people tend to wonder, wait, am I square rooting pi or am I multiplying by pi? And they get a little confused. So usually we do put the pi in front of the square root, so it is very clear how it is being used in the expression. So you can check your answers. I showed the work in this one, but not so much in these. And you can push pause if I go too quickly. All right, one more set. So after you've worked through these, answers are here. Again, when we're looking for how far it travels, the tire is going to be moving around. So you're kind of wondering how many times it moves around. So that's going to be circumference. I'm not looking for how much area is in the tire, looking for the distance it is around. So that's where that came from. In this one, be careful. I did give you that the diameter was 7. So to get the radius, that's 3.5. If you got the area wrong, you probably squared 7. You squared the diameter instead of squaring the radius. Okay, you can find your homework assignment in Canvas. There are some challenging problems there. Give them your try, do your best, and use the discussion boards as well. And that concludes the 11.5 notes.